Alycats and you viewers, and welcome to a brand new series on my channel called Alycat Geekery. Geeky News Roundup is called Alycat Geekery because that's the name of my blog, and I wanted to tie these two things together. And I'll just be sharing some interesting news from the past week that I found personally fascinating, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And of course, in typical Alyssa fashion, you'll get to hear my thoughts. And if you are interested in one certain aspect of the entertainment industry, like say you're more into film than gaming, I'll have timestamps down below so you can skip to the appropriate section for you. But first off, let's start with gaming. Swery65, the creator of games such as Deadly Premonition, which can someone please make an HD remaster of this for PS4 and Xbox One, please? It's one of my favorite games of all time. And D4, Dark Dreams Don't Die, has officially stated that he is retiring from AHS Games, and he doesn't know if he's going to stay retired or not. He has been dealing with a health issue for a while now, but I hope he comes back because we really need the last part of D4, and plus, I just really want an HD remaster of Deadly Premonition, and Swery's awesome, and he brought such an unusual, eclectic, creative take to the video game genre, so we will miss you while you're gone, Swery. Now moving on to TV news. If you're an American Horror Story fan like myself, there are a few nuggets of information that you might find personally tantalizing. First up, it has been confirmed that Sarah Paulson's character, Lana Winters from American Horror Story Asylum, will appear on this season of American Horror Story Roanoke. Now, how will she play into this season? I have a guess. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen American Horror Story Asylum, at the end she is shown as being a celebrity and she is being interviewed on television, so maybe she goes to do a TV interview with the cast of American Horror Story Roanoke, or maybe she's going to check out the house. I don't know. How do you think Lana Winters is going to be utilized in this season? Let me know in the comment box down below. Also, Ryan Murphy has confirmed that he is creating a crossover season for Murder House, the first season of American Horror Story, and Coven, the third season, where the characters will meet and cross over with each other. And I'm just so excited to see how this happens. We obviously know how these seasons played out and who these characters are and their interesting abilities. And I'm just really excited to delve back into the world of Murder House and of Coven. So, super awesome news for American Horror Story fans. Go the fuck away. Are you a fan of Adventure Time? Are you a fan of fashion? Well, good news for you, because DC Shoes has collaborated with Adventure Time for an awesome line of kicks. And let me say, they are pretty freaking adorable. I'll include some pictures and a link down below in the description box, but if you're an Adventure Time fan, you're gonna want these shoes. Now, moving on to almost everyone's favorite show of the moment, Walking Dead. Season 4 will be extended to 85 minutes, and it's speculated that this is because Negan ventures to Alexandria, and this will show how he interacts with the town of Alexandria and how he puts his influence on the citizens. And I'm just really excited. This is an atypically long episode for an episode that's not a premiere or a finale episode for The Walking Dead, but I'm excited to see how Negan affects Alexandria and how he puts his stamp on this town. Netflix recently released a trailer for their A Series of Unfortunate Events series, and they unveiled Neil Patrick Harris as Count Olaf, and oh my gosh, does he look fabulous. I cannot wait for this. A Series of Unfortunate Events was one of my favorite book series as a child, and I actually kind of enjoyed the first film, so I'm really excited to see Netflix's take on this. Stranger Things tweeted out a picture of their season 2 cast, and guess who made an appearance in the photo? Millie Bobby Brown, who plays everyone's favorite Eggo waffle eating adorable child with gifts, 11. Yes, apparently 11 is coming back, which everyone pretty much knew, because if she didn't, people would riot. But awesome news nonetheless, and it just gets me way more excited for season 2 of Stranger Things, because I really just want to delve back into this universe, and I love 11. Like, I just want to hug her. She's amazing, so yay! And of course, moving on to the film segment, of course there's a lot of interesting things that I just was in love with or, you know, speculated about when I heard about it. So get ready for a pretty packed segment. The Flash film is kind of having a little bit of trouble. First, they had their first director, Seth Grahame-Smith, depart, and now, before production has even started, Rick Famuyiwa has left as director, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Personally, I feel like the Flash film has been cast under a long shadow by the Flash TV show. I know they're two separate universes, but come on, Grant Gustin as Barry Allen is just so lovable, and he's done such an amazing job of making this character so likable and optimistic, and really putting his own stamp on Barry Allen as a character, that this film is going to have a lot to live up to. And especially since DC films haven't been that strong lately, this is very concerning that The Flash has already lost 2 directors before production. So, crossing my fingers, I feel bad for the cast and crew. Hopefully this film gets made, and hopefully it's an amazing film. But so far, trouble's looming. The Hollywood remake machine is cranking out another remake. Yay! And this time they're remaking Suspiria, Dario Argento's masterpiece of a film. And luckily, Jessica Harper, who played Susie Bannion in the original film, will be appearing in the remake in an unspecified role. She'll be joining Chloe Grace Moretz, Tilda Swinton, and Dakota Johnson in the film. I hope they do it justice. I'm kind of worried because Suspiria was just such a masterpiece of a film. Like I said, it was so beautiful and so ahead of its time. The practical effects were incredible, and Dario Argento just had an eye for juxtaposing beauty with darkness, so I hope they can achieve that same level and not mar the original film. But I have high hopes, since they are bringing Jessica Harper back in some role, that this will be faithful to the original film and maybe, hopefully, stand up on its own as a good film and a good remake. Deadpool 2 may have lost a director, but guess who gained an EP? The Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which I didn't even know was a thing, but Tim Miller is now an executive producer on the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Again, did anyone else know this was a thing? Does anyone else care? Because I really don't care about Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I care more about Deadpool 2. What makes you go from being director of Deadpool 2 to executive producer of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie? Someone? Anyone? Want to give me a positive outlook on this thing? Because I don't get it. It's been confirmed that Johnny Depp will appear in the 4 sequels, yes, 4 sequels, to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and he will make a cameo appearance in the first film. If this was a spoiler for you, I'm sorry, but it's already been leaked all over the internet, so it's not really a spoiler. I'm excited to see Johnny Depp in this franchise. I'm excited to see this franchise in general because this is based off a very slim textbook that J.K. Rowling wrote for charity, and I'm just excited to see how they flesh out this world, if it's going to live up to the heights of Harry Potter, if it's going to feel Harry Potter-esque, which I'm sure it will since David Yates is directing. He directed the last 2 Harry Potter films, and J.K. Rowling has been working heavily with the team on Fantastic Beasts. And I'm excited to see who Johnny Depp is playing. Is he a villain? Is he... I don't know. I'm just excited. Like, I still love Johnny Depp. He's had a few missteps the last few years, and he's had a little bit of a scandal going on, but he was once a truly amazing character actor, and I'm hoping that this redeems him and that he adds flavor to this film franchise. Disney unveiled new photos from their live-action adaptation of Beauty and the Beast, and kind of have a problem because Dan Stevens is playing the Beast, and I'm very highly attracted to Dan Stevens, so I'm kind of afraid I'm going to have a furry problem. Because Dan Stevens is gorgeous. Just look at him. He's gorgeous. But, I mean, Emma Watson looks amazing as Belle. Luke Evans as Gaston is perfection. I'm excited for this. I am a huge Disney fangirl. I have loved their previous live-action adaptations, so I'm pretty damn pumped for the Beauty and the Beast live-action remake. Even though I might become a furry because Dan Stevens is the Beast and kind of want to bang him. The second trailer for the Wonder Woman solo film just dropped a few days ago, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. I'm so hyped for this film. The DC movies so far have been kind of gloomy, besides Suicide Squad, and even that was a little bit gloomy, but Wonder Woman looks like it's going to be full of action. It looks like it's going to have a good story, Gal Gadot, of course, was the best part of Batman v Superman, so I'm excited to see her origin story. And I think Patty Jenkins is going to do a great job of representing Diana Prince. Patty Jenkins created The Amazing Monster, which earned Oscar acclaim, so I have high faith that she is going to treat Diana Prince / Wonder Woman correctly, and that this film is going to be both badass and a statement for women, and I just have high hopes. I think this is going to be a great film. I mentioned Deadpool 2 earlier in the video, but Deadpool 2 has lost its composer now. Junkie XL composed the score for the previous film, and he has now left Deadpool 2. This is a little worrying, but Ryan Reynolds, this has basically been a passion project for him. He adores Deadpool the character, so I have high faith that he'll choose a director that falls in line with his vision, because I know they said that Tim Miller wanted to take Deadpool 2 into a more action-oriented, darker take, and Ryan Reynolds wanted to keep the comedic, lighter tone. So I'm hoping he can choose a great director and a great composer for Deadpool 2, because come on, we all want to see Cable. If Stephen Lang is not Cable, I'm going to throw a riot. Quentin Tarantino has once again insisted that he'll retire after his 10th film, which is only 2 films away, which makes me sad because Quentin Tarantino is one of my favorite directors of all time. I love his films, and to know that he's only going to make 10 films is a bummer. He's so talented, and he has such an eye for things, and I'm just... Quentin, you're breaking my heart. Thank you, Airplane, for the ambient noise. David Tennant has narrated 2 short films to calm cats for Bonfire Night / Guy Fawkes Day, which is today as of the time of filming. But when you see this, it will have been yesterday or even later. Let me just say that even though this film is supposed to calm cats from fireworks and just calm them down in general, my cat Suki was afraid of David Tennant's voice, so it doesn't work on all cats. Maybe it'll work for yours, but it didn't work on mine. And this means she's not my child, because I love David Tennant and I love his voice, and she doesn't, so there's an issue there. Fede Alvarez, the director of the Evil Dead remake and Don't Breathe, has been tapped to direct the sequel to The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, The Girl in the Spider's Lair. Wait a minute, Alyssa. You skipped The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest and The Girl Who Played with Fire. No, I didn't, because the American version has decided to scrap those 2 planned adaptations and move on to the 4th novel in the series, which was not written by Stieg Larsson, but I prefer the Swedish trilogy over the American remake. Don't get me wrong, the American remake of Dragon Tattoo was amazing. David Fincher did a great job, but I love the Swedish film, and I am excited to see Lisbeth Salander back on screen, and I do have faith in Fede Alvarez. I have not read The Girl in the Spider's Lair, so I don't know what happens. I do have high faith, though. I am a little concerned that they decided to skip the 2 other novels in the series, but we'll just go with it. We'll go with the flow, and they are saying that Rooney Mara may reprise her role, so we'll just see what happens. And the last piece of film news, Olivia Munn has joined Shane Black's The Predator remake, reboot, whatever it is. Also, there are rumors swirling that Arnold Schwarzenegger will reprise his role as Dutch, but this is not confirmed. How do you feel about a woman joining the Predator remake, reboot, whatever it is? Don't kill me. Do you like Olivia Munn as a choice? Do you think a different woman should have been chosen? Do you think it should have been all men like the original film? What are your thoughts on Olivia Munn joining the Predator? So those are all of the juicy tidbits from the world of geekery that I've enjoyed the past week. I know I may have skipped some news segments, but again, this was stuff that was interesting to me and I thought would be interesting to you. Let me know how you like this new series in the comment box down below. If you liked the video, leave me a like. Share the video if you liked it, because it helps my channel grow and helps me out just immensely. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. You'll find my face over here somewhere that you can click and you can subscribe. It'll be really satisfying. And also, if you've missed my previous 2 videos, they'll be over here. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find those sites listed in the description box down below, along with all the other important information you might need to know. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series because I have so much fun with it. Peace and kisses. Bye!